Mississippi Farm Bureau, Lee Sterling from Paramount Sports, ParamountSports.com. Congratulations, my man. Never a doubt on that 50-unit play last week, Carolina laying the 4 against the Jets. Or maybe there was a little bit of a doubt, but it was a win. There are no pictures on the scorecard, Lee.
No. I thought they should have been up probably 34-0 at the half. I think the Jets only had like 3 or 4 first downs in the first half. But nothing's easy in the NFL. But I will say this. It was a great win. I thought the NFL couldn't have played it more perfectly. You know, I'm not talking about as a bettor. I'm talking about as a fan. Thursday night, they open with Tampa Bay and Dallas. Great game.
Yep.
Then they get the 2 biggest games, the Pittsburgh-Buffalo game, and then also the Kansas City-Cleveland games were both fabulous. And then they end it with one of the craziest fourth quarters, last 5 minutes and endings we've seen in overtime in the Vegas and Raiders and Ravens game. So the NFL has got to be very happy going into week 2.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. I do want to ask you quickly, did you watch any of the Manning version of Monday Night Football over on ESPN2?
I did. I'm curious, what would your rating be on a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
Okay. I thought it was in the 6-7 range. I think they need to clean some things up. I enjoyed the analytical part of it, but they were talking over each other a little bit too much, and it was kind of weird sometimes following them as things were going on, and they're still continuing to talk.
Yeah, you know, the thing, and I don't want to get too long-winded on this.
Yep.
What I said earlier, I guess on Tuesday when we were talking about it, is you can't casually watch that. If you just got the game on in the background, you got to have the regular broadcast on, because all you'll hear is like blah 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 blah, like Charlie Brown on the telephone. Like you. But if you can sit down and lock in and engage, one, you're going to learn something, and two, you realize just how high level quarterbacks are in the NFL in terms of analysis.
Yeah. I thought it was good. Like I said, they just need to clean some things up, and they'll need some coaching up from some TV people, so it makes it a little more listenable. As far as, you know, it was hard. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I need to take a break for a couple minutes.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. All right, let's jump into these games. But before we do it, tell folks how they can get your picks at Paramount.
Real easy, ParamountSports.com. We hit our big max wager last week, 50-unit play. Found a play, I think, in college football. Looks like it will be a 40-unit play, and we're 53-18 on those games going back the last 15 years. That's 75%, so you want to hop on board. Do you let your wife go shopping when it's a true 50% off sale, Richard?
I don't let my wife do anything. I'm on board, but sure, I hear what you're saying.
Okay, so I'm going to offer a 50% off sale. Normally it's $300 for 2 weeks. If they use coupon code SAVE150, they get 2 weeks of my phone service. That's probably 30 plays for just $150. Why am I doing it so cheap? I know if I win for them, they're going to want to ride with me through the Super Bowl. Coupon code SAVE150, ParamountSports.com.
All right, Bama and Florida. Bama's a big favorite, as you would expect, 15.5. It's going to be a hostile environment, major sellout, tough ticket, but it's still Alabama.
It is, and Dan Mullen has not had much success at all. In fact, he's 0-10 straight up versus Nick Saban. Last 10 times these two have been involved in a game. Hasn't tasted victory since he was an offensive coordinator for Urban Meyer with Tim Tebow, a quarterback, in 2008. In the SEC title game, but he has covered 5 of the last 8. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the coin toss. I don't understand why Miami, which won the coin toss, elected to defer to the second half. I think every team that plays Alabama must take the kickoff if they win the coin toss and try to score. Put a little bit of pressure on Alabama. And I think you have to have a mobile quarterback and come up with some plays where you put the defense at test. And I think Florida can do that with Anthony Richardson and Emory Jones, both dual-threat quarterbacks. In fact, Richardson, this is not a typo if you see it in the paper. He's averaging 25 yards per carry rushing. And I also think Todd Grantham's pretty good, the defensive coordinator for Florida. He can show a ton of different looks and dial up a variety of blitz packages that might be able to slow Bryce Young down here a little bit. Bama was a 2-touchdown favorite in the SEC title game last year. They only won by 6. this is a tough place. Bama's not played in the swamp in 10 years. Yep. I think they're going to escape 35-31.
35-31. So you like Florida getting the points in this ball game. Mississippi State, kind of a fishy line last week, and they end up not having any trouble with NC State. They're a 3-point favorite at the Liberty Bowl against Memphis this week.
So I love Zach Arnett's game plan. I love what he dialed up. It was a masterpiece against, I think, a pretty good NC State team. I don't believe in the Pirate. He just doesn't pull off usually two good games in a row here. Seth Hennigan's pretty good, the freshman quarterback from Memphis, but going to be facing a tough defense here. I just have not seen from this team two back-to-back good performances since Mike Leach got there. I'm going to call for the upset. Wrong team favored, Memphis 37-34.
Ooh. That certainly would be a big deal, which wouldn't that would be a push based on that score. That might be a game you just stay away from altogether.
Mississippi State's a 3.5-point favorite. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You said wrong team favorite. Got you. So you got Memphis going the other way. Ole Miss is a 14-point favorite at home against a Tulane team that obviously a lot of people saw in Week 1 play Oklahoma close in Norman, and then they blow out Morgan State. Ole Miss off to a 2-0 start.
Yeah, and I like the development of Green Wave quarterback Michael Pratt. Talent is good. He's got a heart, and he seems to drive his team. And they went toe-to-toe with Oklahoma. Now, I think they caught Oklahoma a little off guard, but total's way up, gone from 72.5 to 75.5. Ole Miss a bye next week, but, they've got Bama in 2 weeks. I think it's going to be a track meet. I think Ole Miss is going to win the game 45-38. I just think the line of 14's a little too high.
45-38, so Ole Miss a winner, but you like Tulane getting the points. Let's go to one in the NFL of local interest. Saints are favored against Carolina. Another road game, although technically I guess that was a home game last week, but away from the Dome. In Carolina, New Orleans a 3.5-point favorite.
So I was shocked to see the result and watch the game as it unveiled. But I thought the New Orleans defense is better than expected. Jameis Winston looked good, good enough for them to win. And Sam Darnold should have been sharper. I mean, he had a bunch of guys that were wide open. Doesn't seem to hit guys in stride. They got a turnaround. There could have been a couple interceptions. And he was up for that game. That was a big game for him. I think it's going to be tough for him to improve to the next level here. I know the Saints are on the road here. I know they could be missing a bunch of coaches. I still think they're the right side. I think they're going to win this game here, something like 28-20.
Your game of the week, and this is the one that you're going to give away to people if they give you a call, is a fascinating SEC Big Ten matchup. It's in Happy Valley, Auburn and Penn State.
Yeah, love this game. If they want to get this Penn State-Auburn game, just call 800-400-9741. Looking to stay on this roll, and love the college card this week. Might only have 3 or 4 NFL games, but could have as many as 7-8 college games. So if they want to hop on board, just use coupon code SAVE100, ParamountSports.com. And don't sleep on the UFC. For the first time ever in the 3 years we've been giving out the UFC, we have 2 50-unit max wagers. So you can get those 5 selections for $50 and 2 or max wagers. So excited about the weekend, and baseball's going on, doing well in the baseball. Hockey starts in less than a month. Not a whole lot of time for relationships here at Paramount Sports, but we're going to try to keep winning. And if everyone wants to check us out, also have some other videos up there of other big games that are going on around the country. Cincinnati, who's number 8 in the country, they're going to try to keep winning. They win out. They're going to be in the Final Four. Trust me on that. And a bunch of other great games. Yeah. So ParamountSports.com.
All right, Cincinnati, a 3.5-point favorite in that game against Indiana. You can find out about that one at ParamountSports.com. Remember, use the coupon code SAVE150. Get it off $150 for the next 2 weeks of plays from Lee on the phone. Lee, thanks as always. Great visiting with you.